pocket pressure. Now still you did that. And show one show love, you be my boss with your CSO. When I treat the best, I have to stop at the fans. Why you are?
Okay, I got some watching na fe non-kono abo. Honorable Daniel Nikwate Titus Glover, MP Tema East, Owaha, or the train and core parliament. Tosso no with Trim 2,000. Say I say over Trim 1 million. Honorable Thomas Ampem Yakun. Former German MC, or by MC, former DC, or say, hey, Ujaf. So, your MP, so German MP, no, not fair. Yeah, I mean, you're just a young, and so AUCC lecturer. Oh, wow. Quarter, someone I make a patrol crater, our Chief Justice Nanka Sansan and Chassi, why, as Kafra, Mammy Cynthia Pamela A. Adom, or your Judicial Secretary in Sana Chassi. Mamma came out. The Trocratic command the Ghana Bar Association on the 1st of March, Senate 4th. Good. I say closure of the Latabio-Koshi District Courts and others. We respectfully write to inform you that Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice, has closed down the Accra Central District Courts with immediate effect. Courts as social. The closure is as a result of a report received by Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice, that on 13th and 15th February 2019, the Assembly removed the doors and windows of the courthouse and chambers of the magistrate without recourse to the management of the service. In view of the foregoing, all cases at the district courts, Latabio-Koshi and others, are to be transferred to the district courts in Kaneshi. Thank you, Cynthia Pamela A. Adom, Judicial Secretary. Copies to Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice, the Second Deputy Judicial Secretary, and the Director of Communication, Judicial Service, Accra. Tomo hosa ni tutu apono. Tutu puno ni nyina. Officials if you are not Titus Glover, on the buyer, you watch your senior. My only brother, Capito. Obika, you know to search me.
Maniaji, a sense, and the pay. I had a point upon his head. So, would down now when your name, na Adom be dumwa.
Oh,
na the Bondapa at the mouth.
Sure.
Esense nyina ne yedaya etumi asore gina ye naso na sa dum ne bi adum na se woda so tiase nko ade a ene wo se wokọ na woda jamiase say me baache was getting to close to over 6-7 months na do baby I was say ubo break kakra na ubo ko echi na bona wi otwe ubo kompo ko echi you assess adwuma na wo ye no na ade but chairman me kasa na me ka chene se nyame aduma ne meba ba mami fa konya we so na over the weekend na me wo bando juanti Mr. Father okanchingru ye enti ekokata na chi kura Mr. Stephen Day ekokata na chi na megine busue na nemu na yada Ghana Revenue Authority Domestic Tax Division for nyina busuafo na dofo. But interestingly, before me ko yin na me colleagues too, Honorable DWASO, Member of Parliament for Pando, and Honorable Angela, is it Tay? South Afajato. Unfortunately, Angela, nya crash program, and unknown to me Amber, which I understood. But Madam Honorable DWASO say, in fact, Ochira Dopa, or naming Saturday, and now Kusiada, your call. Sorry, I will Rumakalica, sorry, them. Na your mom Mutia says, even though Pando is a typical NDC area, this has nothing to do with politics, but it's all about Omano Mudo. Ye hono close to sorry than your family house, you know, not NDC former champion Bisu, and there was a mechano, Namekona, Yakoye, a sumo for Venedia Mano, and he Honorable DWASO, Medawasi Papa. And your door we ditch me. But going forward, Capito.
Yes or no?
Before I met tackle if anything subject matter no. Sanitation. When you say encourage no outside Accra no, how you need ba?
Very clean.
Seriously. I stayed in Bando me from 586. Me track Bando about 2-3 months. Na GT4 ewo e fombi wo vakpo. Omado brownie cotton into mobile squads tema students you could have a steam maize, you know. Now all the way from because a nudu Abuasa, Apegusu, Frankedua, Asekuma, Uko Avetile Peki, all the way to Dome, Ubedu Have. Udu Pando, Udu Evenze, Akokume, Jana.
I'll recommend to Nana
Soviet
local government minister.
Chese, Capito, me took point. A presidential prime minister president. There's no way in this country I don't know. And can you feel
and a boom?
Seriously. Na, Nyamiya Dumwa, as a member of parliament. I need to compliment the effort of government in terms of sanitation. And this Saturday, me a massive one at Tema Newtown. Who rat Tema Newtown, Bakana Wahon, Chemu Lagoon, who share around the Honwa, baby of gas filling station one, baby a Zaman for no tongue, or Monyaman Wahono, who color station Honwa.
Now, probably assembly member Saturday.
Two was it. Fishing abo inside. Kenu bicho uko costo hono. Eho nyina ekeka. Na yenhwe kwan ye be faso a will complement the assembly, will complement the president. It was sanitation drive in the state of our nation. And yet, and the Matron Krata Zoom Lion is coming on board fully. GPHA is coming to support fully the traditional authorities. Ending constituent for the Ghana Navy and the police appealed with all of them. Because sanitation, to me, and the cannibal. Yadrian kitting Yama and Nama you were fishing about the handling, the disposal, the storage, and they're preventing health. a bit buoyant than curative and nama inti me fa kunya weso na Adom FM Mr. Chiania
a good idea.
I'm inviting the media to come around to support us. Not sanitation drive. I
think it goes.
What you say? It's his attitude. Capito. Nasa baby, I cry me boy. Wouldn't have grown man neat. Anybody in the world.
Attitude in Yentina Mumra Shebi from Koyemra.
What you say?
Attitude in Yentina Police Service.
All these towns and villages about body. Come one year neat. And Kayamra, but some do Graya. Obian until far we are not torturing. Or far we are not torturing. Yet you'll be a general way you bear 20 years. Why do you do this? Yet you'll be at jail 20 years. So the Mura Capito as MP better. Me to be driving them who will be not total that will be to be actually. Now my papa the catch them as a pullover. Tell them and call him there. I see. The catching is a passenger in the back for two bola. And they are two ones. Unstoppable non cantrano. Nani panisi. No go for their wire. And the sanitation in there, everybody's responsibility, like road safety. Because you have preventive health and never boy him. Says Canwa, Yadicoton drone, Yadico be Vufra and Fasobeson. Na, I'm say, would you some abba? If court, one it danya, what did you some? Make us a temo, dear. You shed a knee serious court. Accommodation problem kakrebi na nyamenim said TDC hono even though it's like a shed uko TDC court hono
a shed
but comparatively no yes say
enya court dan
maybe cancel uba sat 5 there's a modern facility yesi ewo ho and the make say yepa
mowi
oh yeah you see omo ye djuma
yes
we ye djuma wo na make say my former colleague Campus of Zuare on the sea, Satu saying additional courtrooms, at my and I got of Suber Noviti, part of it, not the idea. But it is Hono and I ye patana, I see modern ones on the Zuber brain. But who share outside even Crampo na woka say I got to a denumono. Now, we got 2 denumans. That was only judicial service for no. Oh. Collaborate at least I was only on transit. Omko to do the day. Yamfanka home. Omko sees Yanamo day. What are they going to do? They only want to take off the windows
and the doors.
I mean, it doesn't show respect. So, what be here? I was able to free her, Mufre, Ajesua, on about Jesua.
You go through your contacts into the empress.
Only Mubiana, only Mubizua. One they feed the chair, Oko Yim Pumano, any anything. I don't know. Ebiane award contract rather they go see Danya. Courtesy demand say only court in penny for the tracing. Say ye be renovation I be see that before. Then there will be a transition. Quite best in a year for the just the trouble by send your cases in your the back of before. Then you give a timeline. Quite over for swa would be see down in term a na court no and will be our new court no a year jumano admiring abba ye jumano. Naza one apofrum na so mutiho wako in that woka you mo free them sana sana na woman wako 2 window wako 2 door that is a woman free on a monko but for a court as I was say a boatan aluta jele onufu snake
on the for nyesro
so we court them busu
and they court 5
court people e was mu
sa that time na kwasi agima KMA boss on say so di kontiba free KMA office for the permanent tree
enti ya mesre modern courts ehia pa na no me hwɛ news late news na mo say chief justice man instruction court bi ayesi it is central region baby
anye yinti na ofafa na oye inti yenhwe se yebe source aniama na no na AMA boss omra no meyi na no na ebia no wasem bia beto asumo ni asem e beto asumo nso a na ya hwe asem ma yebetimi confidently aka kire no se see ade we are constrained kakra even though action no doesn't make sense no be fair say ebetie the side of it and sana yetimi akonclude
justice
your captain ndase metia mempenfu mi no aba na masama me bra penyin titles akwaba me hu na che men pure program no say I manage pa na mintia manwase man na min kan just say the change that they are yearning for no it is in the offing and manwase going forward no ma besesa captain was my catch us so ba besra won
oh me
say I akadan
hey
say I akadan in fact binu krapa so hu ansana o ma gi atum say Adom so na ya meka say so mu tunu Adom pepepe o be so captain until there
catch mangwaso for sebeba
captain I will come to your issue but mami can asem fem education I can say is the bedrock of the development of every country nanado chimpo de buy say akwala bi owo Ghana nya senior school kono eye pa but like going forward the normal kitikiti bi koso as a teacher the person on the ground as an educationist help me Ghana Education Service which is in charge of secondary and basic school in before women are supposed to have been teachers before. Anytime you had read for a district director, you have to get a teaching background. It is a normal be and koya hami. Once a track me no na be boom and one try exams. Yen you know yet ya try exams pen. We all know that 2 weeks are now 1 week, you know. How students become tensed up. How some of them don't even sleep. Near try exams you know say akwala track class 1 and starting at the chair. What do you mean? How can that child go on to learn without a break?
Hey,
that is it.
Oh,
green track no. We're expecting that at least 2 weeks break to go back home, rest their mind, and come back. They are in school.
Teachers?
Not the teacher. Or teachers in there say, "Your session here, until you were good for IBA crap and overlap." So I'm not talking about teachers. In Kolana, woman suya dinner, your money, can choose not even to sleep during the week. Minim from the minister to the last person in the ministry, including GS, minim ni awonwako school at exams at the following the was started addition.
Mentia so what throw 10 exams
and no mark semester no I end and both tracks wrote the exams at the same time. That's the schedule.
Okay.
One break main exams the yin about be mature.
Okay.
And I may say, yen yina could school actual exams da. You know how students prepare towards exams, how they get tensed up, the tension. I mean, we all know what all sort of things that students do. Inti ye exams here, it's necessary that we break. Akolana ko tenfi say 1 week cry wakoji na home. Refreshed, he or she will come back to start learning. Because the teachers are ready to you see in Fankolan.
And the semester now ending at what exams in the one coffee.
On coffee.
Otwaso. Asuyande.
Oh.
And people might be talking about the ministry. But that's why I came down to a genius. Genius Moody. 99.9% beyond with teaching background. Why you education pain? I have psychology kakra. And practically, unim say na ye organize school. It is even the ministry brings something. The general education is supposed to have seen that, and it is headed by a professor. I can't forgive DWASO for allowing this thing to pass. Until you going for it, say one more the letter back. Sa kwalebi opeso kofi.
Your peso coffee.
Just listen. You see, just listen to this, and signed by the Director General. Sa kwalebi opese okofi. As if the children were homeless. As if say they are orphans.
abofra bi opese okofie no onko na
Uncle.
na nsua de mu nachi
That is the issue because officially we have not vacated. And Yashishan said the green track teachers they are always ready. Good for one teachers at least for every group. Now about the 90% of them they are for the session. Very few teachers may overlap in some schools. And do you know what it is breeding? In Tinubu school, I don't know any school I'll be catch and say apart from Form 3 now, one more prepare for.
Because I'm Kolana Bre.
And a Form 2 Form Swaba. But the Form 1 green track and there. Very skeletal size and a wood school more. Obiakofi. So why don't you officially break them, go home for 2 weeks, go and rest, come. Now with Akwala no so ya mama kwana makwaba. This shouldn't have been. I don't. It's NM ya say omampenyi etrimpon woma womo hwe so ben at the end. No parent is happy with this particular arrangement. Inti say honorable Naponi deputy Edutu and for the deputy minister how he has been very very close on this and Namika Sibia to cross his mind, but it has happened. Going forward, near Senior Ebeyen. Captain, when Honorable Glover, Santos Glover raised the issue of sanitation, my students, are still clamoring so I should stay in Accra. And I said, if you man was no bet you missing crime bomb. That's what I tell them. I tell them Accra stinks.
Papa.
In two cases Accra born, I know the one what you because Mandela Koya Nadian. I tell them Accra stinks. And I still don't know why our capital city, at least if we relax the laws elsewhere, capital city, to be Mamrano, and Dinkrofo. Captain, some countries, their political history, none you'll be on the Tuaba. None you'll be on the Tuaba. As enlightenment goes, then there's suffrage, adult suffrage, expands. Here, Udi Tumi, it's just Sebi or Kwasiasa. Do you know most of the problems in Accra and elsewhere in Ghana is because of this our democracy? Kaya you will vote. Into not quite who I say got Democrat, I say who approaching with tact. One ton scraps, they are votes. Into the Adinu Gula requirement saying cry, I say you are approaching with tact. Ya, must say no. Obi or two about Biadia. Only say so, you're near Bonnie Cray, so you're careful. But how on earth? Obi be Jeffy, when on one side in a fee. Some of them may be carried from their homes, or here will be one of their good crew. I still can't. Obi better me make Fina Mimi Dashame, Kano and Mikofia, or yet 2 grams say. Mimi can't meet Mimi Fia Gui. Just say, the can we say can move Fena or say Quanos. We have some trotro driver who fight passengers if they put the rubbish in the car. Meanwhile, it is supposed to be in the car, who do bus stop. Now what now the good as baby a station. Me who drivers are 150 passengers for putting rubbish in the car. How can we get over this? And I say, you're president. Oh, because 4 years is enough to govern this country. We can make a mark. That always second term looking. We say, who started in the Kakra truck pusher. Or no block traffic in Abeka just say 2020. Or no share when you catch 2020. 2020. Mid-year. We thought democracy is what will help us. As far as I'm concerned.
It has failed us.
It has failed us. It has failed us.
Africa is not cut for democracy.
At all. Not even democracy. We can see democracy. Democracy is not one thing. There are various aspects of democracy. Look, Otufo Asantini. So a group of people met. His election was debated. The university for life. And there's peace there. And how we are. But some crofuni with that tradition, near a life presidency say war busy. For every tradition in this country, the chiefs are for life. Chief be any term now. It means together we believe in that stability. And then you be boom. So my need to leaders there. Yes, give them 4 years. 4 years no cry no. And that is what is bringing the country down and down and down. Missy, see, and me tackle sanitation. Me, I didn't know who. I don't know whether it was just ambition. And now somebody gave an expert advice. Say you can make Accra the beautiful city in Africa.
Yes, the cleanest city in Africa in 2000.
I don't know whether it's just the woman was just being over ambitious.
Slogan.
Or he had expert advice. Program obey that they said. Other than that, I'm sorry for the woman for making that proclamation.
But I keep saying, sir, presidential promise takes a ministry to work on it.
No, I agree, and I'm saying,
President Meki promise to be one district, one factory. It is clearly going to Ministry of Trade and Industry. Saint me ambassador, ministers no need the deputies, no we failure.
No, but what I'm saying that these things are discussed.
Yes,
it should not be a dream.
Yes,
it should be a vision.
Accra will be the cleanest city by the end of 2008.
Yes.
And we heard the president, Siko Chato, Finance Minister Kwakai budget, Utrasikanato, Ministry Niyele. Before he went,
and yet, no, Minami Bisa. Before the promises are made.
So,
Captain, before these things are made, especially the writing of manifestos, experts in the various fields sit down, brainstorm, and they say this is possible. This is the way to go.
And this was not in the manifesto. It was after the elections.
I agree. Okay. But me, I even take what the candidate says more important than what is the manifesto.
Manifesto that say book be on church or so.
Near president no can edit power. Me rely on more than the manifesto because the manifesto is an institutional document. But who person now Obama? Who see my pimple? In na maybe say na finu na abro no so nti na okay bibi ana wo mo transe e planning said this because Ghana and another is older than me 2 times. Into nim Ghanaian say na me minim say na efin yen. You see somebody take the rubbish from the house. No the go in the wall just the house is clean.
When you say flies the best have fear.
Forgetting say New Year no crowd there. The flies once they will be flying they are gather more energy into your bow. just look at these people. What's to do Mokoland? Nipa tifino. No, no, you not Sunday atoso. Captain, sanitation. Intin se mumbe mukimika se mkrasi fumpo. You won't take a crashing in one kind. Then there's a problem. Captain, removing doors and windows at a court that has not been closed down, but was in session, can be akin to only madness.
Can be akin
to madness. Is it court? Now one on this court. You understand? If it was any ordinary building, like classroom, the court are magistrate. At the table, that coconut, it means you contempt of court. No? What is what you call that phone ring?
Contempt.
Contempt. Now, to me, master courage. Every pinch banning, hammer, Jesus Christ. Fidelity
Bank say you have 5 minutes to your bank account say your friend smart accounts. Fidelity smart account we are simple. We do a 5 minutes pay now one saka. Now one saka we are unya accounts now 1,000 Fidelity agent points ATMs ne Fidelity branches biano which media here juma we banking just got smart. Open a Fidelity smart account today. Freddy's Corner. Siambo Cassia Sebra. Phones need you go. Samsung, ne Nokia, ne Apple iPhones, Infinix, itel, ne Huawei, no Ebuho. Latest iPhone XS, ne XX Max, ne Samsung Galaxy Note 9, ne Nokia 7 Plus, na Aye Chapo, Ewo. Pacho laptops are hodo ne mobile phones and accessories, printers, ne kitty tablets, gold curve LED televisions, ne computer hard drives, na Ebuho. Home office, no. I was city light kukumlemle. baako so wɔ ɔdɔ rice nkyɛn hɔ a spintex road Pugas furniture hɔ a na ɛwɔ ɛna afei Tema casino ne Tema community 1 police station no Uba Kwame Nkrumah Circle ha nso a Holy Gardens police station wɔ na Kumasi Prempeh the 2nd Avenue opposite the old GNTC building na afei Harper Road Adom ɛne Stanbic Bank na ɛna pɛn wofrɛ wɔn 0544 959195. Freddy's Corner, your authentic source of latest mobile phones and accessories. Pacho, I know Danchia, GCB Bank. GCB, your largest bank in Ghana. Cecilia, salary workers no. Oh, you hear salary account or GCB. Personal loans within 24 hours. They know the say educational fees so, urgent medical expenses so, pop-up expenses, bills, and emergencies, home makeovers and renovations, new vacation, holiday travel expenses, business capitalization. Oh, yeah, be more as Canada courses here. Timen Fendi Agrobomodia, GCB, and 180 branches nationwide. Bank be any Ghana ha, and what branches a channel. What the answer be free? 0800 422 422. GCB, your bank for life. Ona bo seba court asem de won ka bi se se me pa che se oh okay
the point is that on about this one investigating no can be chire what just here that's the only thing because it fairly no also am to back on team can be chire one the more find some to do say we to do some we need to know I mean clearly that should be it
but I say for four party be ba so set match and then who say brass band in them nim ho na mo kobasa nkofo pefufu fufu de me wo mama aduane e wo wiase nyina no mama fufu man didi mama aduane ni pa mam bibia fufu kan wa mama aduane o mama aduane ni aduane pa de no ani fufu we ye dey be di mu me nye kruni we ye dey wa mam fufu wa mama aduane ni edde papa oh no one yenim didi edim wo unya katenkwan bi a de abekakra won na mu pia unya nwa bi pa topeni bi na wo kana hwea no ho na ne de pa de meni fufu na kopa fufu party beba so on the 6th of March but modern yenim ha ya na de be sie ni ye be di peche akoma dan hina bom etem se bom be di why ya fa ho kai na o de be didi ye be ye back to bi wo ho ba hwe no wa manum san bro ha obebro ha be ye mwa de hwe be hwe ha no ye catch your plane she da manum san je wa ju se obe gugu agwa bi vima be vim wo ha no oba be di huni fufo ndi e be ma be di ba oba di huni last year ye di ye huni come and member say your strategy no ye kon nya sa boko 16th March so color party be ba so e we Fasadland Children's Park anopa no nkono kosi enwumre no num Adom color party no ebeba so ntibo modi ana fei shannon so no danchen bella ointment said wa onim no honam ba bia ye wo ya bia ekro pimples ne honam ni yade ahodo nyina no wo de faso a betimi akoda hoto sronko aba wo fre 020 0228040 na oni won edi ho enkuta ho mamemfa we ntedam mbusa honorable titles group a question we identity lawlessness I say yagin semu sajin semu Saba system no more. I say it's like nobody wants to obey anything. Meaning if you have realized that.
Is it part of the discussion? This is a personal question.
Yeah, I'm asking you a question.
The laws are there to deal with people who flout the law. Obi idea name Fatanenza. And now, reason for what said yesterday they enforce the law. I should tribute a will be a money. As a clear nipano, the Nidano. I don't know who yet. I will be over when we did the win. And here's a bar, one flout to multimedia, no rules. I would be a 6-match holiday entertainment program. And there's a new one, Bezuabeso, or feature the cheap. That's all, yeah, dear Fata Ense. I should be also, you know, if you flag the law, you must deal with him according to the law. Indeed, I was a translation. Nagamake, that's what I want to say.
Yes, Honorable.
The support one call for a change in the way I appoint IGP.
We've said it several times.
I mean, if you say until say a BSR, no, to me and my police in Yasa autonomy. Now, 1 year near my SSY. Well, if you say near apostle and then will be your bonnet depending on the political color and no never ever handles any panel. And yet, was so lawlessness in the ever coso will be no mini Casanca court there. Unsrona uko yi court and your court and yetiana a man for Bora or eco free or be a judge at what way and your court. Indeed, yes, oh, that is how it starts. And you remove the fear now people have around that institution. And I will be a me a for me, the police administration, young trends society, you bet me the eye. If you say ne, or man penny for ban or IGP pay, IGP knows why it changes, transfer and crop will net trickle down, no fear, no air for that. Now, police for the started to one line, Hannah. And so be answer follow that. Meanwhile, they are trained and castle war, so free hand now. Will bet me a year near ma added to me a solve problems in your face. You know, me say, would nipper be to me could debonania police at channel. Now, so we'll make it calls be now would me a friend, say, moi. Oh, police didn't so name say, hey, Titus Glover or a minister for so and so, Mentiana, me who bet me at near. Why should we do this? Oh. Into the institutions na say a ma free hand no ye adwuma no ye nyina na Ghana ni bia hu say the architecture no emoayen nti ye nyina ye nhwe kwan a ye betimi afa so na say ne appointed to say Shraj Penyin and even EC official na ya man no longer term president won't mean sorry one day nka say wo sesa IGP me say that no me call Dr. Penyin bi na wo yi current IGP ono na mami hu ne credentials. Say IGP wa ben pa wa ye. Now so here failure. Oh, because probably his hands are tied. Oh, inti yen hwe na yen nyesa answer cry no. If we want anyesa what the Pope cry be di answer hwe. Nti yen hwe say sa nsakra ye hia a ebema omangana akona nim no ye betie na sopam na sanse we wo baku opposition no hama wo benya power na wo control sa na na wo you fikra say wo kan sanse mi na and no that is the way to go. Nti media no mo aye yen hwe sa nsakra ye hia yi na enye na Ghana ntimi emfa ne ntoma pamfra.
You captain.
I said, for example, for the Ndabeni.
I'm saying, well, I'll prepare over.
And then I was obey.
And on the last one. Yeah, Becra, me Pentama Fiaco CID headquarters are supported them.
Me overlook permit me na menye. Okay. Winifred, you know, Aquile Siam. And they 4th March, ni birthday.
Obilo.
My queen, my princess, my mother, my everything.
Why?
Our class by now, but Obi Betty Kaka so Yatisa Papa wish you happy birthday.
Amen.
My daughter. Now over the weekend, so no, you could see Papa Biwo Zo in the Suhum area. Rebecca Lamte, your father died. And God be with you and keep you and make you strong. Captain, lawlessness, dear, a whole topic. I see and two thesis was so cry with me. But the society agrees that it's getting too much. When I make just in sociology, we don't discount these things. We don't eliminate or remove crime or bad things, reduce or minimize it. Because they have role to play. Do you understand it? Only I'm saying Crawford very careful because there are criminals in the system. Here to people who live a very carefree, careless life. In the end, some people regard us as mad people, sociologists. But we agree that some amount of the wrongs should be with that in society. It's only when it's getting overboard. And today, and I me can say, when I go to some fence, no one say a quarter. No, I shrink. Powers and me come to booms court. Because me just one court and no be na me fit yo. Dede. Police new year bro no go find no be jira my lord any. Akwana kasa ni hukun. On ni court then mobile. So it tells you the level to which we don't fear anything again. And you see, it is within the youth too. My problem is ranting in my bar and my son. Yasro. But I tell you that it is the type of governance that we've chosen. Now, me honorable you can say, people are not taught because of their political color. Why are they protected? Because they have something that the protector wants. When you say about 2 cents to Aba, he was able to gather about 100 votes. The man looking at that 100 votes. Forgetting say society will reward you naturally if you do the right thing. Honorable Jilo Debra Babi Fia Bemu, or this sanitation will ban or can be. Or say they have over the period made those mistakes, thinking that they'll be losing votes. But he has found out say, oh yeah, the right thing more. The people vote for you. And he made reference to some states in America and some Nigeria and others to say. Over the period, you should say, yeah, yet the right thing now. Nipa hon be chenti yen to abamai. But be who say that should rather be the cause. We are overprotecting our positions. Power na yen de dodunti yen saka. Ye pese ye holding the power nti ye soil man and we holding the power. Because we elect people, we appoint people, we promote people into positions to check these wrong things. Why? Inti media, we should go back to the level, the socializations I will. If you are calling me 15 years, then you change with you. I'll best step out. Say a youth of Ethiopia, say what has he or she been taught in the house? Because be a boom refi you. Fear any buadifi. And I say this with. Do you know most of the children don't have parents, not in terms of person, but parents in terms of set of values? Or now wake up your grand or on him sakola. Now guess onim ni hoso hwe. Into better teacher akola ache. Akola no so be school a mretie bi pe no di wo teacher ni say. And they stay more with their peers. And yet I was introduced to a 13-year-old boy in a village. We no born it is 13, me na me catch
13 years.
Charlie, Ghana is under fire. Me mean that down.
13 years.
Obi odin ni ba brem wo school sem hwe nso. Na me su anka kwala no nko hu me be wa hu no ba. Debi on pesa kwala no ba. The reason is say boys are kwala betimi ni won di agro nyina no. Omo twini mi no mo yinuku. Nti o sure say kwala 1 week roba be di ana e break no be fia e ba be ha. And that is na akwala na no agyan ba enkrankro mo. Oni ba bi da nti no da gota ho. Sisi anu enya gang. I think managers of this country have to sit down. Na me de misi obi a ye betwi ni president no. Ohun say ya 4 years per our constitution. No, say 4 years is enough to manage a country and do the little that you can. Na yen fa foundation since I mean so business you only honey be to foundation for pikas ro boso. Onka AJ onko nonko to abaniti a oba na me so me the pikas be boss for be say and normal. Within 3 terms of actually 20 years or 5 terms of governance, we can change this country around. And yes, Adia, we are postponing a big boo. I don't wish that for my country. I pray for the good. That's it.
Ecobank say take a decision now. February no echo. Omo boy pass the beya. Ebibia betimi atotote. Even the roses weekend away, dinners, the jewelry's knee, even crowd to phone near there. But they say that's all you in answer. I said we download EcoBank Express account. I said we take advantage of EcoBank Express money promotion. What the answer the 50 Ghana cedis? Be depositing into your EcoBank Express account. from your EcoBank mobile app and now mobile money wallet no and now between EcoBank and Krobata Bia now the Sikana Tumsi Kukro would drop a year 10,000 Ghana at a Quantum War train was even being a free airtime instant data so come pay in up a day but your way to Musa could see 8 of this month EcoBank the Pan-African Bank Tishana Susa for my honorable titles.
Capito.
The Casa of Nasarian.
Capito, Uba Yabakawi. But you can't do
The one never first.
why you Capito? I'm so Wednesday and up. Now me coffees now with tea. Ample for ye.
Why am Papa?
Is one of the hosts.
Okay.
Yeah. Obo. So for some of you. Obo ne ne. So for some of you. Or Pentecost down. What's it's all called Pentecost. Pentecost Eda was Sakumono
has
Estates.
nothing to do with the church.
No. Because if you are an elder in a church, and your position get out.
He's a politician.
No.
All the political things belong to a church.
Because Pentecost, a powerful church.
But say it's because born in National.
What does it? In Casa Pentecost for the Kajan Zongo and the Pentecost way, won't you move? But our Pentecost elder and the
established fact, but that's all has nothing to do with
this. Oh, Nachi, or fading. Someone didn't my more.
And fire,
Kawan, I was an honorable, watch me.
You know, so
Never am until America.
No, na metie ne no and this for say ye the machines abehye mo office and ye tio masem nkomo woni di ewo na me bisa was and this for say no mo ye hu one na betumi edi machine edi akoshe mo office obi na kacha mzo buzon na no ka kansem no kan nobody forced him to speak the way he spoke. Abofra on ye won ngene se ni papa kasa otumi biya ne ni jose anambwa abofra ye won ne onimi ni onimi ne ja ni na so kasa otumi biya ne ti sei na osere because he or she can represent him papa ana ni mami and the kasa clearly voice ne ba ye no mi so ampof honorable anya ne no
Asanene.
Wo voice no na wo ka kire ye say obi na be baji wo office say bi wonum na kan say mo kan ye nsem be no kan ye say for the first time or endorse say yendi National Peace Council chairman Adom. Oh Rasabi National Peace Council for once yendi National Peace Council chairman yendi Adom because ebia woni ni nyadwen ebia nsem a wakenti. Sir, a friend is saying, electoral commissioner, Madam Jean Mensah, or no for some for no in Inca, and the young Tatanani. Eh, Nizembeni Yaki. Or Kaya, for some for Kaya can say, and before the bet Tata, yes, good for boot to know, President Mamako Kaya. Good for boot to know. What came out of it? You lost an innocent life. What's you? Innocent life. Because you want to practice among yourselves. Because look at what has happened. You take a gun and you shot your own brother because of differences. And the point is sorry, because news President Mama Kojina sorry them Perez Chapo. Kajan is among don't jakasa. Because he's worsening the image of Mr. Fusambofo. Say maybe ex-president Mama Nkapin Kasa. Because the thing gradually is dying down. Now what could you say them catch and say, one can't just say I'm attacking peace council suffer. Nandian. First of all, no President Mama no endorses a tape no and Nina a bono and Fusambofo no. So President Mama can now interpret better than young Ghana for the Yetia Dino. Onuganity. Capito. President Mama no onunkwa ena nsem na twi na ye kaye no brofo na ye kaye no kasa na ye kaye no onunkwa eno tiase Mimosani. Maybe so was him. President Mama and catcher and say, You're gonna phone you 25 million. And in a muboa, other media houses in a boy, no, or no President Mama can interpret that audio better than any of us. And like I say, my young go attacking physically by young criticizing. Are we children? Are we children? Many can say, I don't want to say this because I've given you the security agencies. In Kofun Pesomri acid, a gumi in Kumasi.
How?
Yes, I'm telling you.
Whoa.
Yes.
So what
On the 18th of January, if anything, Swami. I have their names. I've given to the security agencies. My heading.
Hey.
My heading. And these are all NDC boys. These are all NDC boys.
Oh, Kumasi.
Yes. On the acid, my heading. Because I disagree with you.
Sada no more radio so na.
For all this while, radio kasa grab in kasa.
And I misplaced identity.
You understand? One is Tema East MP.
Okay.
Who is the member of parliament for Tema East? Say my heading. And the assembly of example for Kaya, I want you guys to condemn it. One Kasaye. Or for some pofu and Kasaye, you are the national chairman of your party. Now say we shall communicate, sir. You encourage them, but you don't encourage them to go and do violence. If anything, President Mama the Kanye, when it comes to unleashing violence, you have PhD, you have professors. Eba say you unleashing violence. You are better than anybody. We will not compete with you with any violence. Say His Excellency, we will not compete with you with any violence. Now say what you be when can say yen deep peace council chairman them. Yen tata elected commission maminatem. And before tata yes I would do you grant. And remember those days in opposition. Yeah bio capito. Now President Akufado na then candidate mami tata pick up. Na mi su tata kiba na ni chagoko ma manake o in azosto. O man la su ko okike. Not to me say on motorway so. Na me kita or the 80. Na say on the motorway. Yet me do what you say late in the night. Opposition me 50 by 5 a.m. Me do fear 12 midnight. Now you show. It's between you and your God. And when we say tatawa, then you should be very careful. So what we are saying is that Mr. Pusampofu, Assembly Wakano, President say yen yen shekwa ebe faso. And you see how they twisted the thing? A brain president initiative no or your proposal no e wo chamber ho no on the sona no. Say you share 2 political party no. They insulted the president. They lambasted him. You can send baby. But okay can send na we no afi na was why you think. But again, then the president Mama or see peace council, but peace council heading a leader there no. Na papa na who dinner time no. Or no better him as a referee. Are we going to take him serious?
But that's what for 8 minutes. Your time.
Oh no, John.
Oh
Jesus.
Captain, that's it. Captain, near the can honorable title say and some also the Ama police, and let's hope that police ever delve into it. Now one our person will share acid good honor or intimate yes sir, because that would not be the way to go. But I'm surprised what conclude is a NDC for. I don't know why NDC ni be a better get title say yeah, the acid they be good for what? I mean, I am in one and I don't just want to believe it anyway. But honorable officer Ampofo, me na person bisa title says so onim papa nana. One na sign da.
Ah, tanya polisi nya politics.
Enti so onim ni pana. Anka ube hu say nsem na amode susu do no. Enye the kind of person
can you play the voice for
voice they always play. Ya te voices be brave wo chrome ha. Na mo gidi say doctor. But we dia mo nyintum say doctor. Ya te amanfo be brave voices wo chrome ha nsem a worker.
Who condemn that side?
Oh, of course.
You condemn it. Why you not condemning this one?
Some say doctor. Emi ajitu say doctor. I don't know into what's a doctor that a doctor.
Don't do
that. Entino say when so aba not clearly from the beginning. Now was say is it Kweku Boahen or say
he confirmed it.
No,
was it
say the Pabon for the frame number.
He confirmed it.
and what will ye be film did be count and not be a much over that aspect of well that is the well from the word go or no cry mo quote no more sight and say wa confirm money there metie na I mean one was wa confirm metie okay clearly say will ye be film no be count and no be an own teaching na say see you be a film near the aka hono and only doctor no and only doctor no wow it is a what you know say and so who say doctor na ya kalo it is a what you know say or no from the word go can say where you be a film at the aka ho now that is the meaning of the doctor na ya kalo nti a trend akoso so obi kasa kakra bi na akofa voice na minim say sa machine na wo de be kan ho yi bi film no mo akoto na mo de yesa nyuma na emwa Ghana kra ene CID invite Officer Omra oye law abiding citizen ti okọ ye nyina ye di na chi akọ na yakotie ya CID panyi a wo kra nso wo de ba ya wo say doctor da no wo gidi say doctor no ene ba ko aba no de say wonyi ni say possible say that could have been doctored there ye ba ho a ye betie nsam a wo na waka ba me de ni ame pa chere ni say mo akọ machine a she ba bio say mo fa ni persona record yen say mo ni amoye bia enkosi hwe yeah niema boni a ekoso ewo omanyi mu amamu boni ekoso no eno na Ghana fo ebehwe ne nsemo ekoso hwe CNN cry no mpo de me na nka menye ntum say was say 20,000 children I mean I don't want to believe it but ewo Ghana ha say ye ton mofra slaves about 20,000 ewo Ghana. Some of these you know there we have to come together and paint a better image of our country to the international community, but there are pertinent issues for manima high and there anas and some or they bani ade nyinara and only double standard say I can't asem no well Brahmo war opposition. Hey, we'll use Anas principle, and then we'll be posted to be speaker Michael Quay. Cry say Anas deserves some honest. Say onano any a ye for ne, but ne is an say or uncover near ma efamoho. Now a good abide on the presidency and you are beginning to question Anas's credibility. You know near higher or men I say I can't want some. Then Dr. Taper okay yeah emphatic the development beyond. Captain and this phone young chairman. Oh me ya me ko. Na ya kojano CID hono ye tie ni wa peso e. Na se ni awoka no nsem bi say me presby ni. Me kan say presby na aboa me a training Presbyterian discipline and na aboa me na nemede ye medjuma. But my shortcomings me a media untimi nka say me ye bribi a na chere say presby sorry and aye bribi ni ade nti no don't bring ofoso ampofo even though you try say ade no kro onye but wo pese wo ya ade na sorry and oye elder oye elder nti why say e dey sorry nti delaying the church from the work the person is doing.
Captain me issue if baby and this for say ya bagi one office only say invasion of privacy but there are exceptions and only say national security and they're mandated to do those things. If some powerful can make this statement that can threaten the security of the nation, then so be a bagi one the person is justified. Just as Anas use entrapment sometimes to get good information for the security of this country. Into the end, this shouldn't.
No, so what Bagekra play exactly what you recorded.
I'll come to that.
Don't doctor it, don't change it. Well, that is my point.
Who has changed what?
That is all.
Near Yentumin dispute from all the back and forth. They said that voice is of one voice.
A sign of voice.
And I stand this one. I don't know whether multimedia would disassociate themselves from it. But me see the voice is of some person's voice. Emphatically. You can put up your disclaimer if you wish. Now let's go to the content. You see, when Opofan Forces said for the first time, and that is where I panicked. Because he comes across as a gentleman, highly respected, somebody who will not even think of those things. And he knows. Or for example, say you're about to trust any with you on Kahun. And that's why he started the statement by for the first time. It means that he has changed. It means a bonia banitimampa.
Except for the first time.
Or still for the first time. Let's just say no, we feel baby I need say a gentleman. What baby di boni.
For the first time.
You understand it? It's your not saying himself.
And there's always the first time.
Himself over the years, he has been a gentleman.
Titles Rover.
He has a posture. Ghana for a respect. Captain.
Naturally.
Share Jomama, ex-president. Adani atasi you. Inti no okasa san. Usimon kasa. But near ni election no, the overwhelming support. And a fear and cordial MPP fumu. Ofuzan pofu. O Henry Sana Beka. Ofuzan pofu artists to say who. I'm telling you honestly, this tape, the Mahama buff them down. Because I can let it fresh, and we expect good things to be following. Then it raise the person up. Now, if the party chairman can say this, but Captain, okay, said during a period back, NDC were accused of allegedly being targeting Asofufu na Wayi. You were in this country, you also heard it. As some respectable reverends and pastors suffered from insults. And this man, who is the chairperson of who is the chairperson of the Peace Council? A better teacher needs the school for the Abraham King.
Senior teacher.
Oh, they say on radio.
Once a teacher, always a teacher.
Oh, me na me work classroom. Inti me na me teacher. Where Jacob Pesca Papa be dear. My new teacher. But the chairperson for the Peace Council is a pastor too. Me boy. So immediately at the time they were insulting Professor Martin and for some who didn't support it. Now he will endorse the insulting of the men in Kasok. Do you understand it?
Conclusion is that.
But Niame Ayamideni said that cannot stop the Peace Council from doing their work. It cannot.
They will not even recognize you.
We all know Captain Yenim near MPP Eddie Charlotte say when she was appointed as the chair. The electoral commission was not bastardized, but the person was attacked. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. She delivered victory to the MPP.
But does Titus agree that they
Oh, I don't need my brother Titus to agree. I'm also a member of this country. I'm a social worker. I've heard what has gone on. What I say. But she sat as the chair of the commission, held elections, and the MPP won. It means pass a Peace Council. One man of some powerful statement, a detracted one.
Medasi, me Sena, me here just 3 minutes for Honorable Nyako. Tape na doctored.
Sana mate.
Do you believe it's the original tape or it's a doctored tape?
Oh, near matete. Ewo.
Honorable. Dear what? Would you say?
I wasn't at any meeting. Chairman of Usampo for Kasasa. Inti say or no, any one a war a neho can say one record I changes woman. I'll go by that because there have been instances or my CID Penny dear Canadian Japan dear ya doctor no say a possible there
you get the answers you want.
Say a possible there. Naturally say.
Ken can say a doctor. Samia Wukudie or say a doctor. Honorable ya was Safuma for tape. Yes, say a doctor. CID boss ankasa or was CIT1 voice. You say a doctor. Me busa a very simple question. If you Obia just that time I was at Fox FM. I will ask me a simple question. And I'll ask the same question. Then a woman a doctor.
Minim, I wasn't at the meeting.
Why don't you believe it?
Oh, I believe my chairman. I believe Wanga Ekasa Ayeyi. Intino Okasa Wankasa Mudibia Kaho Eyibia Fima. Mijidi.
He believes his chairman.
Yes.
He believes his chairman.
Because I know the track record of this man we are talking about.
So what it means is that
and I'm inclined to believe it because of the precedence of the earlier incidents. Now, a see ya and Munina Jitum say a doctor. In teacher say there is some technology to be able to do that. Captain said Titus the cancer Becca say a doctor da and I want Shamin but for some for chairman for some for there the kind of person he is and I
just come and apologize.
I don't want to believe say
there should be no attempt to speak on the patio.
Yapon we are doing no free say kwan o fa so a wodi nkuta ho no akọchewa but modern Sharon so my and say do my community me sama Sharon so say baby I grow na kodu no here Airtel Tigo business ebebo modern to niama the ever changing environment with a total communication solution but modern yes say obi bia ma frey 0577 999 988 Airtel Tigo business making business simple non doable Pacho Mapon
106.3 top. Only God can stop us now. 106.3 FM. Jim FM 106.3 top. Only God can stop us now. 106.3 FM. Jim FM 106.